The one Polish cemetery in Normandy is 15 kilometers south-southeast of Caen, just to the left of Route Nationale 158, on the northern outskirts of the hamlet of Grenville-en-Gonnery, and 2 kilometers southeast of the village of Urville, whose shorter name is used more often to identify this site. After crushing defeats in Poland and in France, many of the men who lie here escaped to England. There, joined by survivors of Monte Cassino from Italy and escapees from Poland, they were at last armed properly, as these snaps demonstrate. The first shows the whole division on the march. As a discrete division of the Canadian Army, its components listed here, the Polish 1st Armored Division joined the fight in Normandy on 1 August 1944 with 13,000 men, 381 tanks, and 4,431 vehicles. From the 19th to the 21st of August, the division was a key player in closing the gap near Falaise, where thousands of retreating Germans died or were made prisoner. But in that short, ferocious combat, 2,300 Poles died. The cemetery honors these fallen, 696 of whom are interred here. The bronze plaque that identifies the site is small, but the entryway is impressive, with a high concrete monument at the far end of a long alley of greensward flanked by tall cypress topiaries. The monument is surmounted by a stylized figure brandishing a sword, and at its foot are at least 15 marble plaques placed there by towns liberated by Polish troops, Franco-Polish friendship groups, and governments. On the low iron fence marking the outer limit of the cemetery are bronze enlarged replicas of the badges of many of the regimental and smaller units that made up the Polish 1st Armored Division. This first one is a divisional insignia and the Polish equivalent of the Medal of Honor and the Victoria Cross, the Order of the Virtuti Militari. In all, there are 19 regimental, battalion, or squadron insignia. The crossed cannon on the badges of the artillery regiments are easily recognizable, as is the truck of the supply unit and the small tank of the 1st Armored Regiment. In white, below each badge, is its identity, given me by the headquarters of the Polish Land Forces. 2 were not recognized by that entity, and I have been warned by a presumably reliable source that others are incorrect. The grave of each of the interred is marked by a cross of what appears to be a coarse concrete, affixed with a small metal nameplate, some in yellow and black. Between each cross of a row is a bush of red roses, and there are a few goblet-shaped topiaries to supplement the lines of shaped cypress that border the central wall. The contributions of the Polish forces to victory on both western and eastern fronts is not as widely known as it should be. Their sacrifice of lives in carrying out actions demanding the highest valor is unsurpassed in bravery and persistence by any of the combatants.